right. Oh yeah, you can hear me. All right. Does anyone have any guesses where something goes on the map? Let's look at, yeah, Jillian. Yeah. Very good. Number 7 is our This is what you are going to be tested on. This is the map. It's going to look like this. It will also have a word bank, but this is what your test is going to look like. You're going to need to see that. Mary? Very good. This big country right here, which supplies a lot of oil to the world, we'll look at that in a second, is Saudi Arabia. Number 14. Saudi Arabia. Yeah. 9 or 15? Good guess, no? Good guess? Jillian? Yeah, number 6, this big country right here, right next to Iraq, would be Iran. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Thursday and Friday we're going to be talking about Iran.
Wait,
This math test is not till the end of the unit, which will be the last day of October.
my birthday.
So we got plenty of time. Mary.
Everybody know like 16.
16 is Turkey. Good. Right up here. Turkey. Jillian. 15 is Syria. Very good. We're going to be talking about Syria also, obviously, with everything that's going on. Lydia? Mary? Four, very good. 4 is Cyprus.
Where's 4? It's like over in the corner. I've seen it until I found it! Hey, drag it down. You're doing like that. Your mouth drag.
Alright, ladies, my mouse does that when it's recording, so I know it's recording. Let's go through the map together. We'll start up here. I also want to note that part of the Middle East, a lot of times, is North Africa. We've already talked about North Africa, so we're not going to talk about them again. We're just talking about this area. Sometimes it also extends up to all the stands that we were talking about. Olivia.
Number 17 is Oman. Number 18 is here.
Very good. Yep. Let's finish this right here. So the only one we're missing is this island right here. We're not islands. This land that's right here, which is Qatar.
How do you know?
Yeah, Abby.
My name is Helen.
Yeah, go for it.
Number 9 is Jordan. Oh, that was my
We know number 7 is Iraq. Number 8 is another one that we're really going to look at. Israel. And I'm also going to put Palestine here. No, I want you to put Israel and Palestine. We're going to be talking about this huge debate between these two countries on who the land belongs to. We're going to look at the history of it, And you all are actually going to be doing a summit about it. If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll be talking about it.
Okay.
All right, number 10 is Kuwait. Please stop talking later. This is a small oil-rich country. Number 11, where is 11? Would be, I believe, Lebanon. Still off. Wait. Number 12 is United Arab Emirates. You're going to put U-A-E. United Arab Emirates. You know 6 is Iran. 5 is going to be Georgia. Not the state, obviously. Number 4 is Cyprus. Number 3 is this little area right here called Bahrain. Number 2 is our special friend that you might not know. Azerbaijan. The last country is a little country to the north that recently also experienced a huge genocide. And we'll talk about that for about a half a day, unfortunately. It's Armenia. 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 Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Pull it down? Okay, let's look at the seas. You're also going to need to know what seas are around. Sea number 1, this is the easiest. Think back to ancient history. Azerbaijan. Jan, excuse me. Sea number 1, what is sea number 1? This big sea that extends all the way over there.
Dead Sea.
No, yes? Mediterranean Sea. We'll talk about the Dead Sea. Kind of cool.
Why do they call it the Dead Sea? Because everything is dead.
It's the lowest point, the lowest sea in the world, lowest level, and has so much salt that a dead body would float.
And then your house gets straight be like dry out.
Sea number 2 is down here. It's near the Indian Ocean, but it's not the Indian Ocean. Yes. Good guess. Black Sea is actually up here. Number 3, the Black Sea. While we're on colors, does anyone want to tell me where the Red Sea is? Mary?
C5?
Good. This is the Red Sea that Moses parted and leading the Israelites from Egypt. All right. Sea number 2 is the Arabian Sea. The Arabian Sea. Sea number 4. Has anyone read Chronicles of Narnia? Kind of named after one of these. Main character? Prince. He's a prince. Number 4 is Caspian.
I couldn't remember.
Caspian, Caspian. This Gulf right here is called the Persian Gulf. What is the famous canal in Egypt separating the Mediterranean Sea from the Red Sea?
The Nile.
That's the river. No, the Suez Canal. The Suez Canal. Reference country number 2. This is an extremely, extremely important country for us. Our troops are over there right now. Afghanistan, yeah.
I thought all our troops were out of that.
We're all out of Iraq, or we're out of Iraq, or we're still in Afghanistan. Then reference country number 1 over here is supposed to be Egypt, but they lowered it on the map, so I put Egypt / Sudan. All right, when we look at Israel's right over here. We're going to be specifically, doesn't want to look at it. Well, it's right here. Huh. What's that? This board's having trouble. When we look at Egypt, or Israel, we're going to talk about this special city in Israel. Does anyone know what city I'm talking about? What special city is in Israel? Yes. Very good. Very good. Jerusalem is the holy city for 3 different religions. What religions? You guys are all monotheistic religions.
Christianity.
Yep.
Muslim.
Yep.
No, this can't not be this.
Monotheistic. Ancestors of Christians.
Jewish.
Jewish.
Why did I know
Very
that?
good. Very good. So this is a really hotly, thank you so much, really contested region. So we're going to look at here, we're going to look at Syria, we're going to look at Iran, or Iraq, Iran, and Afghanistan. Say it again? I'm having problems today.
What is it that happens?
All right, does everyone have all their countries labeled? Tomorrow, we are going to look at the country, what religion they have, and the type of government they also have. Right now, to understand the Middle East, you are going to have to understand some of the geography of the Middle East. We have a big series of mountains that run through the Middle East. Why would mountains be especially important for us, especially since our troops are in the Middle East? Olivia and then Alexa. Yes, so true. Good. Do you want to add anything to that?
No.
Afghanistan has never been conquered. So there's one area in Afghanistan that has never been conquered. The Russians tried to conquer it, they could not. And now we are in that area trying to find the Taliban in that area. It's extremely difficult because of these mountains. What I would like you to do, please, on your map, is draw little carrots for the mountains. You need to know where the mountains are. This is Saudi Arabia. On your map. So if you look, let's see what else. This is Syria. So I guess so I would be drawing mountains in Turkey, 16, all the way through 6, Iran, into reference country 2, Iraq. Like that. Saudi Arabia into Yemen. When you think of the Middle East, do you think an area of really cold weather? No, but there is a lot of snow in Iran if you go up into the mountains. So these areas can be very, very cold because they're higher temperatures. Let's look at water sources. If you see the lighter yellow, water is scant to unavailable in those regions. The darker mustard yellow, there's a moderate unavailability of water. In the green area, there's plenty of water. Not tons of water, but plenty of water. Why wouldn't there be a lot of water in this area? Yes, very good. There's deserts. A lot of this is a desert area. Except for this area right here, it's called the Fertile Crescent. Who remembers the Fertile Crescent from ancient history? Mesopotamia. Okay, on your map, just make a quick little crescent so you know what I'm talking about. This especially the Euphrates. Just put a little crescent over this area.
Oh, it's violet now.
Little crescent. Elena, do you mind coming to the board and showing me if you were going to guess where people lived on this map, where they lived? Yeah, very good. Why?
There was a lot of water and you could probably get away from
Well, it's actually this country's not that way, so people tend to try to live where there's water. However, there's another thing to think about in the Middle East, and this is super important, and that is oil. Who's seen the new James Bond? Oh, no, it's not the newest James Bond. I think it's Quantum of Solace. Who's seen that one? It's about oil and water.
I think that might have been.
Okay.
A long time ago.
The U.S. is always really interested in the Middle East because of oil production. So we get our oil for our SUVs and our, whatever we need. A lot of it comes out, a third of it comes from the Middle East. So we are very aware that there's an unstable government, or there's a government that might charge us more money for barrels of oil. We're very aware of the political situation in the Middle East, and we're more likely to go in and stabilize the Middle East than we are to go stabilize Rwanda that's about to have a genocide. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, Rwanda's like that genocide.
With Rwanda. So in the Middle East, there's huge oil reserves, and these countries get absolutely, extremely wealthy off of these oil reserves. Let's look at the regions and how much oil they produce. So we've got Asia Pacific, which is this area right here, producing about 39 million barrels of oil. Who obviously produces the most barrels of oil? Say it. The Middle East. This is super important for the whole world. Every developed country needs oil. So this is going to lead to a lot of conflict. Who is in charge of this oil? Who gets the money from this oil? How much are they going to sell oil for? We care about the Middle East. We get about a third of our oil from Saudi Arabia alone. Surprisingly, are you surprised that we get a lot of oil from Canada? No? Yes? Any thumbs up if yes? No. Saudi Arabia is the next country that we get oil from.